hey, stop trying to be friends with everybody and start trying to find out how people are useful. And
Damn.
how are people useful? How are people useful, bro? How are they useful? You have to ask. And the only way you can know is to find out how you can be useful to them.
Welcome to Mental Shampoo with your host, Kimar Cain. Join me as we explore life's big questions, the unique perspectives of intriguing creators and artists. You're ready to unravel the art of living right here on Mental Shampoo. Yo, what's happening, man? It's Kimar Cain coming to you all the way live, your favorite country cousin, your favorite Mississippian, and your best friend. And you're tapped into season 3 of Mental Shampoo. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all know this season we've been talking about artists and their art, but not just art like visual art, you know what I mean, and things you may see in a museum. No. The art of life, if you would. And I brought my brother on here with me, man, to talk about something in the same vein of the art of life, okay? This brother has shared amazing stories with me, and he's a solid friend of mine. I consider him a brother, you dig what I'm saying? And we're going to learn a lot from him. So I want to deem this one the art of wisdom. So I want to welcome my good brother again for the second time. I've never brought a guest back twice. So this brother right here is special. You dig? This is my brother, the Big Chief.
Love one.
Yes,
love
indeed.
One.
Love
intro
one.
fire.
You did? My God, the beloved. How you doing, bro?
I'm well, brother.
Welcome back.
Man, I appreciate it, man. Glad to be back, man, in the new studio. The
Yeah.
is proper,
Shout
man.
out to Ken, KD Creative Art.
Shout out to Ken, man. It's good. So just got out the road. Had to come be here with you, man.
Man, you know what? Listen, my brother came here. He just recently moved to New Orleans. He's been doing very well for himself. And he decided to pull up on me back in the Jack.
Yes, Lord.
To record this. So, you know, that's love.
Happy belated 601 day to you, brother.
You did, you know what I'm saying? Yes, Lord. Listen, the first episode, we kind of had a chance to learn about who Anu is, right? Mm-hmm. And for those who may not know, you dig what I'm saying, kind of go back, check out Mental Shampoo Season 2. I think Anu was episode 1 or 2. No, you were episode 2. So check out episode 2 on season 2. But listen, we're going to get into who Anu is in this day and time, but also we want to learn how Anu came about. Now, when I talk to my bro, you know, he often talks and shares the wisdom that his grandmother has bestowed onto him, if you would. And again, we're talking about the art of wisdom. And so please, my brother, you know what I'm saying? Tap in and let the people know, you know, what does wisdom look like for you? What does it mean to you? How has wisdom helped you in your years of living? Because you experienced quite a bit. Mm-hmm. So how has the wisdom that you have developed on your own and the wisdom from your ancestors and your grandmother, how does all that come into play?
Oh, okay. So we're going to start out heavy from the jump. Okay. Man, first and foremost, man, you know, wisdom for me is one of those things where I don't have to have experienced a lot of this stuff to experience how other experiences have culminated in other people's lives, man. So as a child, you know, I've seen a lot. And for those who missed my episode with Mental Shampoo for the first go round, we tapped into a lot of that in that past, but we can revisit a little bit of it now. But wisdom to me, man, is just really understanding situational and time and space. Just really understanding what's going on, why it's going on, and what could be benefited from it. And that's been my life, you know what I'm saying? The bulk of it, just really trying to find out just how the world works, you know, whether that's a slighted point of view during the time and just a combination of different people's experiences to not only just try to figure out how I fit into it, but to even come into the question if I do fit into it or if there is even a need to fit in. And my grandmother, you know, spoke a lot of life into me from different situations. And since we are, you know, talking about just the impact she's had, you know, my grandmother, you know, was really, religious. You know what I'm saying? Grew up in a Christian church. I grew up in a Christian church I'm from Mississippi, so y'all
The
can,
Bible
you know
Belt.
what I'm saying, the Bible Belt. And now for me to be, a practicing Muslim and to see that, most of my life I ran from Christianity to land into another tradition that, still reverences Christianity and a lot of the same principles as Christianity. It lets me know, man, that the grass ain't always greener on the other side, you know what I'm saying, sometimes, which is what she spoke to. But the perspectives may be more suitable for you. So I just been just taking that time during this time to just constantly reflect, constantly ask the right questions, and constantly try to go back in that toolkit and see what grandma put down, man. And that helps me with a vantage point when I hear game from other people. Cause I be like, okay, grandma didn't tell no lie right there. Grandma told me that. Then I meet another OG that'll tell me something similar, but with his own, he or she own little sauce on it. And be like, okay, grandma said that before. And I think age isn't necessarily a time thing, but just a mental vortex, if you will, just where you are in space and time. And I think the more wise you become through experiences, they'll say, "Hey, you've been here before," or they'll say you a young OG, or
Old soul.
old soul. All
Yes,
of those
sir.
narratives, man, that's sitting around just being cumulative with your perspectives.
I love that, man. What's some of the pieces of advice or wisdom from your grandmother that you didn't quite understand then, but you see yourself using now? Like, oh, she did tell me that, like you mentioned. You know what I mean? You may meet another OG that has their own twist on something that she said. Well, what's something that you didn't quite understand, but now you have a greater understanding of it? Give us an example.
My grandma said, the old saying goes, birds of a feather flock together, but all birds ain't equal. You know what I'm saying? And she said that to say, that everybody ain't your friend, and I grew up being, I'm pretty cool, man. I like to think I'm cool. I like meeting new people. I got my own little rule of meeting a friend a day.
Yep.
But then, that's still my rule. And for the folks who meet me, see me out, man, I'm always trying to meet somebody because I'm trying to accumulate some more information. When I got older, I found out that that's my agenda. And my agenda may not align with other people's agenda. And I may not be a friend because when I'm meeting people subconsciously so I can learn.
Yeah.
But maybe they don't want to learn from me or don't want me learning from them or don't want me, picking up some of their sauce that they putting down or whatever. They don't want to answer my lengthy questions or whatnot. So that whole everybody ain't your friend thing, I didn't understand that. I'm like, well, everybody ain't my friend, but they could be. And she was like, no. That's not how they go. And my life has reflected that. Everybody hasn't been my friend, but everybody I've met has been useful. Everybody. I have never met a person that hasn't been useful to my life, man. I have never met one person that hasn't been useful.
Break that down for me.
All right, so that's the piece that my grandma used to spend time on. When I locked in on that, she was like, useful, utility. She said a good man has utility about it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Useful.
Yeah.
Helpful. You know what I'm saying? Part of the building process, and that's what she always looked for. But in people, utility. What are they good for? Either to teach you a lesson or to help you learn a lesson.
Okay.
And so even in our friendship, I've told you, like, we be looking for the test. You know what I'm saying? Always looking for the test. You may have a tougher time identifying your current test as in I was having a tougher time identifying my test.
Yeah.
And you, as my friend, you said, hey, Chief, I think that's your test. And I was like, damn, you right. This is the test. Okay, that I got to get through. So if you think about when you met somebody, even if you stopped and said, hey, man, you know which way the bathroom is? Ken was useful when he told me where the bathroom was. And it was something that he didn't think too much about, but it's useful. The people in front of you at the traffic light let you know what lane to stay in, when to stop, because they got their brake lights on. They assisting people. Everybody's assisting people.
Bro.
All the time, cuz. Everybody's assisting. Even when you may meet a cat at the club or something, he just got an attitude with everybody. he'll assist you. He told you where to stay clear of. You don't
Okay.
go over there because everybody over there on the same type of time he on, and they don't want you over there. So he helped you decide if this is gonna be the place y'all gonna kick it for the night, or you gonna go somewhere else. I ain't never met an unhelpful person, and once I figured out that people could be helpful even if I don't agree with them or are friends with them, then I take it like that, and I just find out how they can be useful to me at that time.
That's a hell of a perspective, brother.
And it's hard now.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it's hard, but I challenge everybody to think like that. At least just try, just give it a time. Just find some person, some situation that you clocking in with, and you be like, hey man, I don't like my coworkers at work. And you're like, I really don't like to go to work, and I don't want to be around them people. Just pause for a second, take a deep breath, and be like, hey, Jermaine that you don't like at work really be on his business back there.
Yeah.
Now he gonna talk crazy, but he be making sure that shelf is clean, his area is clean, and y'all all get a chance to leave on time. And he gonna take up any extra hours that y'all don't want to take up. Well, you know you want off for your birthday. Jermaine, you got.
Yeah.
You might want to get cool with Jermaine. Don't be on, you ain't gotta be friends with him. But you know you want to be off, and Jermaine to take them hours. So why you tripping on Jermaine?
Oh man,
Jermaine, when it benefits you, is your best friend.
Yeah,
and
Jermaine, when it benefits you, can be your best friend.
He the only person that's gonna come in and work on the day off.
Spicy, bro.
And my grandma had got me into that. She's like, "Hey, stop trying to be friends with everybody and start trying to find out how people are useful." And
damn,
how are people useful? How are people useful, bro? How are they useful? You have to ask. And the only way you can know is to find out how you can be useful to them. It's an exchange. You may not want to be. Jermaine don't like Keisha, so this Keisha and Jermaine. Keisha don't like Jermaine, and Jermaine don't like Keisha.
Correct.
Keisha knows she want off for her birthday. Jermaine to take them hours if he asks. Keisha, he really hoping Keisha can get fired so he can get all her hours. So if she willing to take off and give him all the hours, he gonna take them anyway. It's symbiotic in this regard. So now I help you make money and you give me time off. We don't have to be cool with each other, but we got our thing going on. I know if I'm gonna call out Jermaine. Hey man, I know you trying to get that. You trying to get them new rims for your car. I heard you at break saying you want them new rims on your car.
Yeah.
I need 3 days off.
Run that.
Say that. He gonna run it because if you put some money in somebody's pocket for Jermaine trying to get them new shoes on his whip, it's beneficial. And she wants some time off. They don't have to hang out with each other after work. In fact, the company values say they don't want fraternizing anyway.
That's correct.
So because the company wants productivity. That's how you're useful to the company. And so if you look at that experience with everybody else now, as I could tell the difference between my business a couple years ago than my business now. I used to focus on liking everybody I worked with.
Okay.
And then while working with them, I started disliking them because we trying to maintain liking each other. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to keep liking each other if this doesn't work out. But that's like having a girlfriend or something, y'all break up and y'all still trying to be friends. Y'all not together because y'all fell out about something. So it's unsalvageable. The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene.
Yeah.
Which, you know what I'm saying, says, don't try to work with your friends, use your enemies.
Okay.
All right. The Bible says, my grandma said, make your enemy your footstool. A footstool is useful when you're trying to put your feet up.
A footstool is useful when you trying to put your feet up.
That's why you got reclining chairs and everything else.
Come on, bro. What are we talking about right there?
Wisdom. My grandma find game and everything. I used to be like, grandma, wait. She just find everything, man.
That's a hell of a perspective.
Bro, it just go crazy. Like, I think it's Psalm 72. Was talking about, I think it's Psalm 72. One of the songs that were talking about, like, the prosperity of the wicked. It lets you know exactly what they wanted. You know, their eyes are fat, you know what I'm saying? They lofty, they brag, you know what I'm saying? Well, then those are, if you need any of the things that they got, you know how to get it because you know what makes them tick. You know how to be useful to them people. And once you're no longer useful to most people get rid of people when they're not useful.
There you go. Wow.
In every situation, just think about it. They're like, this no longer serves me. I'm only aligning with people. I'm practicing self-care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If people are not adding to that, then it's pretty much what people are saying is they haven't found the ability to make use of the people around.
Nigga.
And sometimes
is that selfish? If somebody says this person is no longer aligning with me, instead of finding a way for them to be useful and them be useful to other parties, said party, is that being selfish? You think?
No. Well,
Okay.
they preach in church that you seeking this whole personal walk, your personal journey with the Most High.
Yeah.
It didn't say you supposed to take all your partners. The Psalm said 1,000 legions will fall in my left and people will fall in my right, but the plague won't touch me. So
Nice.
you know what I'm saying? So I think it's just I just think my grandma has figured out in her mind how to keep her peace, but also keep the journey forward. She walking down a road that may be least traveled on her own time and her own pace, having faith that all of the things that she would need will be given to her. She's living off the land, and wherever there is land, there are people, and that till the land. Thus, because the written word said it was gonna be somebody to till it. Every place on earth practically has somebody to till the land. You know what I'm saying? Or someone trying to voyage the land. So there'll always be assistance when you need it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need a person in Ethiopia to give me directions until I get to Ethiopia. But once I do my part and get there, somebody will tell me where to go. You know what I'm saying? Or where to eat or where to stay away from.
Bro,
Yeah.
if you do your part and head in the direction where you want to go, when you get there, people will be there to show you where you need to go and do what you need to do.
The Bible said every story in the Bible has a long ass journey that somebody got to take most of the time.
That is correct.
Alone. Most of the time alone without knowing what the hell going on. They just going along with the flow.
God, bro.
The hardest part is just actually taking the step.
Yeah.
And that's the part right there that when I see the success in others, the real wins from people, it's when they did it regardless of how it turned out.
Yeah.
Right now, you in here putting in work right now for the 3rd season, you know what I'm saying, of Mental Shampoo. Your producer, everybody, of course we trying to, get capital and make money at some point.
Yeah.
But you're not worrying about that right now.
Right.
It's not the thing that's stopping you.
Right.
And in fact, it's the thing that's making you just go ahead and keep walking.
Correct.
It's touching people along the way.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Where to the point where you call, I drive. I didn't say, Kimar, you got to pay me $20,000 to come sit on your podcast. No, you my partner.
Yeah.
You need me here. We here.
That's love.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to figure out how I got here or what I'm going to do when I left. You gave me a time that recording can take place and will take place today. And I'm here today. I mean, dude, everything you need is already right there. Be useful. I try to be useful to my friends too, though, man. And that's some of the biggest thing that my grandma always preached. You know what I'm saying? She kept talking about it. She was like, hey, son, don't no woman want no unuseful man. And don't no man want no unuseful woman. So when people, you know what I'm saying, people say, hey, what do you bring to the table? You know what I'm saying? Which is one of those that I had one of them conversations with my grandma. She said the man is supposed to build a table if it ain't a table there.
Okay.
Be useful, Negro. We must eat today. You know what I'm saying? But then when we bring the table, like we have a table here, she lay out the spread. She was useful on today.
Multiply.
Yeah, there's no point of having a table with no spread or no business paperwork on it. It's just a table.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? Utility, man.
Jeez.
Utility. And once I figured that out, that's probably like the biggest lesson I probably learned, on action from my grandma. Yeah. Mental shampoo, baby.
Mental shampoo. Yo, you gotta let that breathe, man. My goodness, man. What is your grandmother's name?
Veronia Hayes.
Veronia Hayes. Yeah. God bless you, Miss Hayes.
Yes, Lord.
I appreciate you, Miss Hayes, because your grandson, my brother, knew. I've been able to develop a beautiful kinship and brotherhood with this brother. And we talk often, and I get game from my brother all the time. And it's like, this brother has something new to say, even if it's the same thing, it's in a new way. And it helps me out.
For sure.
So thank you for being useful to me. And I hope I'm doing the same thing in return.
You are, my brother.
Yeah, man.
You are. You saved my life.
Oh, man. God is good.
Yes, he is.
God is good, bro.
So now, all right, so
Uh-oh.
all right, so we talking about usefulness.
Yes.
All right, so Kimar gave me some compliments, and I am grateful for that. But this brother, man, was one of the brothers, man, that stopped me from committing suicide at the top of the year. You know what I'm saying? And I had just lost one of my best friends, you know what I'm saying? Sean, rest in peace, Drake Slanger. And it just kind of got heavy, man. I walked into Brothers Help Brothers, the first one of the new year, and was in the car, man, and strap jam. You know what I'm saying? And walked right off into Soleil, and they were right there to give me a hug, man, and, talk me out of it, man. And, you know what I'm saying? For that, useful, my brother.
I did not think you was gonna go there.
It's the truth though.
Shout out to your vulnerability and being willing to share that.
Oh man, I think that's the thing. We being useful to each other, but then we also trying to be useful to the people that hear this in a couple, whenever this decides to come out, you know what I'm saying, the top of the year, you know what I'm saying? That's where I was at the top of the year. And then people to get a chance to see me on social media and be like, damn, bro going crazy on the internet. And it was, you know what I'm saying, it was the wisdom of others, you know what I'm saying? And seeking wise counsel, and even seeking wise counsel from fools. My grandma always talked about, some of the best game you get in your life is from wise fools. They're the experts on being foolish. And you know what I'm saying? Subject matter experts, man. And this year has been a hell of a year, but I probably wouldn't have gotten this far without my grandma, man. Just stuff she's told me that just come back every time I start tweaking in my head, bro, or, I get how do you handle this? How you deal with this type of person? And then, or how do you deal with this scenario? And then I just get to cooking. Like, grandma said this, and it just didn't make no sense until I ran into, because sometimes it just sound like gibberish sometimes until it don't. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, dang, she gave me a nugget. You know what I'm saying? She gave me a nugget. And it's so many nuggets, man, it's hard to reclaim them all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's so many of them. And you be like, dang, okay, so now I just go every day trying to recollect those sonic rings that grandma put out there for me. You know what I'm saying? I try to run into situations to apply to stress test the game.
Wow.
And I think that's a big part of my personal journey. I get excited almost about running into an opportunity to test the game out.
Wow.
To see if it stick for real. Really if it hold weight. My grandma ain't been wrong yet by nothing.
Not yet.
Not nothing. I ain't nothing my grandma been wrong about. And that's a very, and ain't nothing she done warn me about ain't happened. If it ain't happened to me, it done happened to somebody. You know what I'm saying? That I'm like, dang, grandma sure did say that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, how can you apply that in your life? How can you apply that in business? How can you apply, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes asking for help is just being in the space where someone is willing to help. Because sometimes help, think about, we were just talking about fighting out before camera. Most street fights, you either get knocked out, you knock somebody out, or somebody break it up. Well, you're in a position where someone's willing to help. Even if at that moment, just keep somebody off your ass. You know what I'm saying? That's help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I walked into Soleil where there was help. I could have walked into another establishment and that didn't do nothing but maybe I would have crashed out in there. You know what I'm saying? I went into a place where people was willing to help.
I love you, brother.
I love you, man. Thank you for that too, bro.
Listen, what year of life is your grandmother experiencing right now?
Like age-wise?
Yeah.
106.
She's 106. That is beautiful, man. And real quick, let's do a moment of silence for the good brother, Drake Slanger.
For sure.
All right.
I miss him, Kimar.
I already know it. That was your boy.
It really was.
That was your boy. And he was one of the first people to invest in your business too, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Giving you the game with business.
I wish you could have seen it unfold, bro.
Yeah. You see it?
Closest person to my grandma, man.
Word.
Game for sure. For sure.
Oh, that for sure hit different then.
Yeah. Some people don't get blessed with angels more than once in their life, brother. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Gates said, I got legions. You know what I'm saying? You one of them, brother. You know what I'm saying? In my life, man. And
humble,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying? And I really I'm really grateful for that, man. But Sean, very much like my grandma, went through a lot of experiences, man, and sometimes, my grandma even gained a lot of experiences when she talked to us, man. She let me know, man, like I got this from listening to you. You know what I'm saying? Because it reminded me of something I went through childhood. When I was talking to Sean, like Sean was the first person. He let me know what a friend looks like when you trying to do something that your family is on the line for, man. So fun fact, well, most people remember when I started off my company, man, most people thought it was a pipe dream. And I talked about it on the first episode. You know what I'm saying? Just people thought it was a pipe dream. And he gave me the money for my table and everything. The table I still roll cigars on today. You know what I'm saying? I roll cigars for some of the biggest celebrities. I done been in some of the biggest places in the world, some of the, former presidents and, politicians, celebrities, all off that table that my partner, gave me the money for when I didn't have the money. But the thing was, man, my grandma got this thing that she like, even when it hurts, tell the truth, bro. Even when it may seem it's embarrassing, just tell the truth, man. You'll be surprised. Y'all, please tell the truth. Wherever you are, about whatever situation you're going through, I'm sure of it. If you just tell somebody, I need help, the help will arrive. Sometimes it may not arrive in the way that you like the help. Because that may be your friend that hold you accountable when you don't want to hear it. And sometimes the answer to your problem is get off your ass. You don't need no bank loan. You don't need nobody to invest. Sometimes it just getting off your ass.
Run that back.
Yeah, sometimes the answer to your problem is you getting off your ass.
Oh man.
And you got a friend who come in here who just fed up with how you handling your business.
Come on, bro.
And tell you, hey man, get off your ass.
Yeah.
You want to do this, you got all these big ass dreams. Big dreams don't come from small town thinking. Cole, the great Negro scholar J. Cole said she like small town.
I got
bigger dreams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go get it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna do it for itself.
No, sir.
But the good book said faith without works is dead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dead mean no movement, no inertia.
Yes.
Ain't nobody turning the wheels on nothing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that may be the thing that you got off your ass and start putting in work, then you met your investor.
Yep.
You don't need the investor right now.
Okay.
Because you ain't done nothing.
Yeah.
You said if Mental Shampoo just started and it was a pilot and it wasn't 3 seasons of it, I wouldn't give you no money. 3 seasons.
Got skin in the game.
Give them money.
Yeah.
You done did all of the clock, the back behind the door deals, finding the right person to shoot it, and y'all getting a relationship, building a relationship with the guests, having something to talk about. That's the work. Then everything else just come from you being in the right proximity for you to meet your good Samaritan.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And most of these traditions revolve around charity of some sort. You know what I'm saying? Outside of prayer, charity becomes the most important thing. A famous person don't got to give nobody no money. They call it philanthropy now.
Yeah.
So they just give out money to people who they feel like need help.
Yeah.
Man, get off your ass, y'all.
Get off your ass.
And get in position. Get in position. And it may not, I think the sister you was talking to before, when I first walked in, she was, it may take 5 or 10 years. But it's something, it's a reason you going through that 5 or 10 years and you don't got it now. That's the test. Now you just gotta find out what that is and who you need to be around under what circumstances and auspices to change that situation for the better for you. You know what I'm saying? My grandma, it was religious. It was religion. You know what I'm saying? Her being in the church that really kind of nurtured her perspective. You know what I'm saying? For me, it was the military. You know what I'm saying? And for you, it may be something different altogether that really make you connect the dots. And once the dots is connected, or you got your map, are you gonna walk down the road or you trying to wait for an Uber? You're gonna put your hand up asking somebody to help you. If you just walked a couple more feet, the rest stop right there. You just never walked over the hill, cause you're lazy.
You're lazy.
It ain't nothing gonna come to the lazy person.
Oh my God. The ant mentality. The ant mentality, man. I try to keep that in mind. You know what I mean? When it comes to you know, the work, the things that we see in our minds, and even the fact that God gives these talents and gifts to us, and we're supposed to bring it back double. You know what I mean? Whether this person got 3 talents, 4 talents, 2 talents, 1 talent, bring it back to God doubled, or either it'll be taken away from you. You know what I mean? So it's like that. I thought about that when you said, like, don't be lazy and get off your ass. Because really, it's really that simple for real. Like, get off your ass.
But it become very hard because now you're dealing with the fears. And that's why surrounding around.
No, finish your thought, but I got a question.
Oh, yeah, surrounding around people that's, surrounding yourself around people who not scared of what you scared of. You know what I'm saying? It's like being, you getting into it, you at the playground and everybody, you got your cousin who fight everybody. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? Well, they not scared, and they not gonna let you be scared because they own agenda. You can't make me look bad. You gonna fight today, sir.
You got a reputation.
Win, lose, or draw, get out there.
Yeah.
And most people, you know what I'm saying?
Show your heart.
Yeah, and most people respect that. You know what I'm saying? You took a fade. You know what I'm saying? Got your squabble. I told you I got knocked out for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no shame in my game.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But every time I got knocked out, I got up. And I got the respect of the person I was fighting. You know what I'm saying? I never had to run into that again. You know, some of my closest friends now I have had scuffles with. And, win, lose, or draw, I know what it feels like to get hit in the jaw. You know what I'm saying? And I know I could take that. You know what I'm saying? So, go ahead. What you can ask?
Yeah, I was going to ask you, have you ever been scared of your own success? And what wisdom from your grandmother or whomever helped you to get unscared? Because I tell you right now, that's where I'm afraid of my success, bro. You know, from brother to brother and the rest of the world, apparently. Like, I'm afraid of my own success. So it's like, if you could be useful in this matter, to kind of like show me some of what you have done to get unscared, because you have done very well for yourself.
I'm finna tell your ass what you told me.
Okay.
We had the same conversation about me not liking how this was going.
Correct. Yeah.
All right. What you say? You asked for this.
Yeah.
But then also, my solution was some of my grandma said, when God shine his light on you, and the prophecy says that everybody get their time in the sun.
Yep.
But what most people don't do is prepare for when the time their sun shall set. And that's where the game becomes. And I would say this to you. I've been constantly growing in my personal affairs, but the difference between when I started and where I'm at now is I have you. I have others that have chosen to walk this walk with me, and I've made it my business that while I'm in the sun, to put you in the sun. So when I become the moon, I live off ambient light. I'm still in the light. I'm illuminated. You know what I'm saying? Or a celestial, if you will. You know, and I think during that time, Kimar, your success is the community's success, brother. You must win. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Or you must bear your own cross. You have your own cross to bear. Yeah. And, of course, if you are one of the believers or wherever they say that Jesus was crucified for all of our sins, well, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the cross must be carried for all of our wins too, bro. We don't win. I told you, man, that you're going to be, I firmly believe it. I believe it with no question in my soul, bro, that you will be one of the greatest, you know what I'm saying, purveyors and tastemakers and storytellers of our time. You know what I'm saying? I believe that, bro. And even if you don't believe it sometimes, I believe it.
I feed off of that, to be honest.
Said, don't knock on the table. I'm going to knock on the table. I believe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I believe.
I feed off of that. For sure. I receive that.
And during this time, brother, I'll just tell you, the old saying goes, this little light of mine.
Yeah.
I'm going to let it shine.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, Lord.
You got to.
Yeah.
You must. It's nothing, because you don't know how many people, if it wasn't no brother help brother, the night I walked in there, Kimar, I would have went outside and it would. I don't know what I would have did. I don't know what I would have did, but I know what I tried to do before I came in there. And if it wasn't, if you didn't show up when it was just 2 people there, 3 people there, 4 people there, every time you had it with the right attitude, the right spirit, with the purpose of getting us to help a brother out, it wouldn't have been available. Don't dodge it. Apply it. You know what I'm saying? People believe. People need you, bro. People need you. And that's it. Sometimes back going when we only had to go that way. Go back to what my grandma said, keep the main thing the main thing. You're useful.
Yeah.
Being useful. And your light is useful to people because some can't see. Some needed to see. Some needed to pull themselves up. Some people needed to charge their batteries. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you need, it's a lot of stuff that sunlight is good for.
Yeah.
Just depending on what your need for it is.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of good for moonlight too. It's a lot of, so just keep on keeping on, bro. And just keep surrounding yourself around people who want to help you just as much as you're willing to help them. And I think, dude, you'll be just fine. Because it's coming. It's meant to, I see it, bro. And I don't see it. If anybody don't see it, they got solar glasses on. They trying to watch. They trying to keep their eyes safe from the eclipse. You know what I'm saying? But, you can't stop the rain.
Come on. You can't stop the rain.
You can't stop it, baby. You can't stop it. You doing good, man. You putting up excellent numbers. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Good
Organic.
job. Good job, Kimar. Keep going. Mental Shampoo.
I appreciate that,
Yes,
my
Lord.
brother. What's some of the latest things just life in general has taught you, bro?
Number one thing is you don't have to know everything about nothing. That's the more I done climbed, the more I done read, the more things I done studied, the more I found out I have no clue about what this thing is that we call life. I have no clue at all. And you only this place, you can literally do whatever it is you desire to do if you could just will it enough, which has been like a test of, my faith. You know what I'm saying? Again, my grandma was like, the word said all you had to do was have, the faith the size of a mustard seed. My grandma said she don't like mustard seeds. She need bigger seeds. So she wanted big cantaloupe seeds or any kind of bigger seeds she could find that was bigger than them seeds. Make golden flower seeds. Like I need a bigger seed, pine cone seeds.
Okay.
And you can make it happen, but you just got to be willing to go through the cause and effect of those things. You want this is what that requires. And even when that requires this, sometimes you don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So like some people had NBA dreams.
Yeah, man.
They never made it to the NBA, but it wasn't their purpose by God to be in the NBA. It was their purpose to send people to the NBA. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me give you a person who I love, and I've been spending more time looking into her journey in all aspects, and I have such a deep reverence of respect for her, is Miss Diana.
Okay.
From the Dancing Dolls.
Yes.
Okay. Her story is one of those, Mark Twain type of stories. You know what I'm saying? I remember her when I was at Grove Park playing golf every day when the Dancing Dolls I was a kid. And, and I didn't know, I'm too young to know her in college or go. She's an adult, you know what I'm saying? But they said, I don't know how true that story is, but she tried out for the J-Sets multiple times and was unsuccessful with that. But almost every captain of the Dancing Dolls was a Jackson State captain of the J-Sets or on the J-Sets. She done produced, so many J-Sets to the point where she done tripled herself 100-fold. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, but then also when God was ready to shine that light on her, he did it in a major way. And she took major rap dancing to the next level. Like she made people proud to be part of HBCUs and to come dance at HBCUs to really show the culture of HBCUs. That's a prime example that she didn't have to go to the NBA or the NFL or be the captain of the J6. She made 1,000. You know what I'm saying? She done that directly more than one time, from the lessons she's poured into them girls and to the lives she's changed, the business that she started and was able to go to multiple states and take it all around. She put other people on. And that was a living testament, man, to that wisdom. That sometimes what God got for you is to be a king maker, but everybody wants to be king. Simba said, I can't wait to be king. And then as soon as he got it, Scar trying to take it from him.
Trying to take it away from him.
You know what I'm saying? But when he was kicking back, you know what I'm saying, the inevitable was there for him. He must become king in that storyline. But, you know, I think the biggest thing was I learned that. And I learned where I was supposed to be in the mix of that. And that's been good for me. The only other thing is, too, it's probably been the art of saying no.
Okay.
I had to learn how to say no, bro. Or be more transparent in the no. I'd say that. And it required me to admit what I'm not good at. You know what I'm saying? And be like, okay, like I told you, like, Kimar, I need help with this. Like, all of this is new for me, the cameras and stuff. Now, in these days, I see a lot of cameras in my face. And that's cool, you know what I'm saying, because it come with it. But I needed help where I feel like you're one of the greats at, you know what I'm saying? I got my own sauce, you got your own sauce. Together, you know what I'm saying? It's divine. It's like I'd rather be where church is happening instead of alone. I figured out that, but then just say, hey man, I can't do that. I'm not good at that, or that doesn't benefit me, and that's cool to say. Like, how does that? What utility does that do for me? Being on your platform and doing this for you benefits you. Cool. I ain't got no problem with helping you out. But my partner Sean said, I don't mind if you use me. Don't misuse me.
I don't mind if you use me.
Don't misuse me.
Don't misuse me.
I don't have no problem with being used. I have a problem with misuse.
My God.
And in order not to misuse me, you must know what makes me tick and what I have to gain out of it and care enough to provide me with at least that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you, any point where you get into the place of misuse is abuse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You must stand up for yourself. You have to stop it. Because that's the devil. If there is one to people. You know what I'm saying? The devil is the people that get you to second guess yourself, to get you to, you know what I'm saying, lean too hard in on your shortcomings and not trying to overcome, that person in your ear telling you that you can't do it or trying to give you all the reasons why it can't happen. The person that's trying to steal your joy from you, the person that's pressing you, about everything except for you being the best version of yourself. I don't care what you believe, Kimar. If it keeps you the brother I love, brother, go ahead. I won't get in your way. If I can't help, I won't get in the way. At least you ain't gotta ever worry about me getting in your way.
That's heavy, bro.
And sometimes you gotta let people, in order to love them,
gotta let them go.
You gotta let them. They ain't even necessarily letting them go. It just say I won't stop. If you choose to walk that way, brother, please write about the stories of Beowulf as you travel down West Yonder. And if you come back, I hope you have plenty of harvest. I hope you have good health and many long days.
Yeah.
I ain't going that way to find out what's that way. But if you so come back and I'm still here where I'm at, then please tell me of your travels. But knowing like I know, if you do come back or ever come back, I won't be there because I went that way. You know what I'm saying?
Hello.
Until we meet again.
Yeah, my friend.
Amen. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it, bro. I look at it. My grandmother put me on that, man. It's the biggest sauce I ever got. Bro, utility.
Yeah.
Utility, bro.
You,
in every situation.
That's beautiful, man. The art of wisdom, the art of learning how to live, the art of becoming a man, becoming a good person, becoming a good neighbor. You feel me? Neighborhood. This is, bro, shout out to Granny.
Yeah.
Once again, my brother. Shout out to Drink Slanger.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. I'm definitely continuing to learn how to just live. And it's people like you and other people in my circle that help me to do just that. Continue to learn how to live. I'm learning to more so like loosen up and not be so uptight sometimes. You know what I mean? And just let life be life. people say life be life and like in a negative way, but in a good way too. Like let life. You know what I mean? And yeah,
Life
like
is life and it's supposed to though. We
yeah,
don't even really know what life is yet. We trying to figure it out. And I don't think my grandma
every
figured it out.
day. Damn,
She never claimed to.
she just live.
She just lived. And she's still living.
I know what one of my problems is too. I'll be very, and of course it's great to have a vision and ideas, but I'm also very forward thinking like all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I've done better at living in the moment. I've done better at learning how to be more present. And I'm still learning that.
All right. Well, this is something my grandma would have said. My grandma said God is omnipresent. You know what I'm saying? Or the spirit we believe to be omnipresent, or the Holy Ghost, whatever we be omnipresent. Your foresight and your foreplanning is simply the life you want to live. So you done mapped out a plan that may be way out here that these are some of the best cases for your life at this time. But most people will be like, damn, I wish I never took that job. Or if I would have had it, if you could have went back and changed anything, would you change anything? You're like, yeah, I wouldn't have took that job. Or I wouldn't have married that spouse. Or I wouldn't have had them babies. Or I would have never went to this college. Or I would have never did that. But then there's a part of their story that they wouldn't change, because they changed that one detail. That detail would have changed everything.
There you go.
The plan, the foresight is nothing more than your worst case scenario.
Okay.
But then what are your best case scenarios? Then what is the worst case scenarios? So now you got, if we playing a game of bowling, we got bumpers to keep us in place. We know if we working towards this, we get a reward. Or a consequence for trying to reach the reward. And we know if we backpedal, we run into a roadblock that give us some kind of punishment as well to keep us on the road. I don't think, man, being in the present, I think we in the future, the past and the present, all at the same time.
Damn.
I just think, the power of the tongue is everything, bro.
There you go.
Everything I've said I wanted to do out my mouth, I done.
Yeah.
And I done lived a couple lives.
Yeah. You're a pretty well-rounded brother.
Yeah. And I believe I'm going to live forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And whatever way it's meant in this realm for that to manifest. There's a lot of people who live forever through they works, the monuments, the people, the stories, the tales. You know what I'm saying? That I think, and that's the goal. But for you, Kimar, just the things that you're doing right now, man, I can't wait as your friend to look at your daughter and think about how proud she must be to have you as a father, brother.
Goddamn, man.
Cause right now, bro, I know what you're putting in right now to be that for.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And that's the only things that she would hear about. You know what I'm saying? But she'll have a feeling, you know what I'm saying? Cause I know who you are. I know who you are, brother. I can't wait in time's future to have that moment about times past while enjoying whatever that moment is in the present. When the present is the present, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think, just don't worry about it, bro, because we can't control it. So we can't control it. The only thing we can do is try to steer the boat in the best direction we think at the time, and that's subject to change based on what we learn.
That's a fact.
On what we learn, brother.
Sheesh.
Yeah, y'all.
Control the controllables.
Yeah,
man.
control the controllables. You said that to me before, you know what I'm saying? And that reminded me of a story, that my grandma taught. She's like, hey man, you got your big ass bucket of fish over here and you still trying to catch a big one. You still trying to catch a big one and you got a whole bucket of fish over here. While you over here somebody ran, I'm about to file a check. And somebody ran off with your bucket. And you catch one big fish and lost 100 little fish.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? And she's like, is it really worth it?
Is it worth it?
The fish way out there.
Yeah.
And you can see it. But God done already let you pull a whole bunch of fish out of said water already. You ain't did nothing with it.
Oh,
you ain't fed the community. You ain't fed yourself. You ain't put nothing back for a rainy day. You still trying to catch the big one. A lot of folks out here still trying to catch the big one.
Yeah.
And ain't gonna catch it because the big one don't want to be caught.
Yeah.
The little fish didn't want to be caught neither. They just a little more naive than the big fish.
Yeah.
They took the bait. They took your little bait that you put out there.
Yeah.
Cuz still alive because Cuz figured out don't go that way. Everybody going over there.
Yeah.
Ain't coming out. There's no man land. So, but did he really live his life? He don't know if it's bikini bottom or not. It's a double-edged perspective, bro. Because the big fish, is in the pond, but everybody keep leaving. His kids leaving, his cousins leaving, his friends leaving. He don't know what's going on in the water. He just know when you go over there, you get pulled out the water.
Yeah.
Or you just disappear into the abyss. He don't know what's going on over there.
Yeah.
They may be at a party for all he know. We just know because we the one doing the fishing. You know what I'm saying? It's just a perspective, bro. And then, do you want to be the big fish, or do you want to be the little fish?
Spicy.
You know what I'm saying? But don't worry about trying to catch it too much, bro. Just stay patient. I think that's the thing. I think probably the biggest thing I've learned, y'all, is just a lot of people just worried about. And I've got more success and more prosperity in my business and my affairs when I just ran my own race.
Mm-hmm.
You may be more muscles than me, maybe more handsome than me. You may got a better car than me. You may got a lot of stuff that I think it'll be cool to have because I'm worried about what they think.
Mm-hmm.
Not important, man. Because in the end, we can't keep none of it. Mm-hmm. And in the end, that's not what people weighing people up about. And I figured out what matters to me. And I align with people that same thing matters to them. Mm-hmm. So we not in competition about it. It'd be cool to have a bust down rolling and have, all of that. But if we got family that love us and success, and we able to touch the people in a way and do our thing and live our own thing and be proud of what we contributed here, then that's the blessing in and of itself. And the moment I became grateful for what I had, God gave me more. And that's a science that I think all you should try.
Yeah.
Just, what you said on my podcast was the becoming.
Yeah, the becoming.
That's where I'm at right now.
Okay.
I'm just letting it
all unfold.
I'm just working what I feel. I'm playing with what I know.
Yeah.
I'm doing my thing and watching what's happening. And while I'm doing it, I'm making my testimony of how God been good to me, how people in my life has been good to me.
Yes.
Telling people on camera, off camera, how much I love them, how much I respect them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So they know. Because I never know the time that with Sean, I told Sean I would see him tomorrow. I didn't see him tomorrow. Mm. And he didn't get a chance to see none of this. He didn't get a chance to see how it'd turn out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? In a way I can see him seeing it. Mm-hmm. But I don't know what the other side look like. I just heard people who never went tell me. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he can't. Maybe he can hear me.
Yeah,
maybe he
for
can't.
Sure.
Maybe he can see it, or maybe not, or maybe this was it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe this is it. I don't know. But what I do know is while I am alive and why he was here, where I could physically touch him and talk to him, he loved and cared about me, man. And that's the part that'll be immortal to me. My kids will know that, man. You know what I'm saying? How much, their Godfather meant to them and, how much he thought of them and what he did for their pop. So that's all I can ask for, brother.
Beautiful, man. Listen, my brother. I always enjoy talking to you, bro.
Like, wow. I'm sorry for crying on this thing.
Nah, man. People need to see it.
I'm a crybaby.
And I'm glad that you was able to release it for real.
For sure.
And share that. You know what I mean? This is your camera right here.
For sure.
What other piece of advice or word of encouragement or even more wisdom from Miss Hayes do you have for the people?
My grandma used to say, as a child, something that I heard Larry June say.
Okay.
Which is stop being disrespectful behind my back. Okay. In 2024, my back, or her back, as she's saying, is my back. Don't be disrespectful to yourself. Stop being disrespectful to yourself. Because if you walking on your personal walk and you really walking, you know what I'm saying, on your walk, then most of those times you'll be doing that walk alone until God send you a comrade. You know what I'm saying? Like I have in my brother Kimar, and I had with my brother Sean and my brother, Chuck or Full of Flavor or many others, or my brother Jason or Diarco. I got people that met me on my journey. But all in all, if we're walking together, all of our backs are open. Mm-hmm. Stop being disrespectful to yourself. If you got some stuff that you're supposed to be doing, whether that's your book, your poetry, your business, your salon, your grad school, whatever it is, that's going to help you be satisfied when you no longer can speak for yourself and you're not taking action for yourself. You're not only playing yourself, you playing the people that could have benefited from you. You're not being useful to others or yourself. Yeah. Get off your ass, you know what I'm saying, and go run on the grass.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Get off your ass and go run in the grass. You find a lot of things in the ecosystem in the grass. Get up, go find your people. Because God got angels waiting for you if you just not walk to the next rest stop.
My
you know what
God.
I'm saying? So if I don't see you walking the road, I'll see you at the rest stop because I'm going to be kicking with my feet up. And I love you, and I'm proud of you all, you know what I'm saying, as you get along on your way.
Yeah, while we still here, my brother. That was beautiful, man. Same camera. Let folks know where they can follow you and get in contact with you.
All right, now we finna switch it up a bit. All right, peace to the tribe locally and the tribe worldwide, man. It's Chief, a new city. I'm in Raw, hailing from the north side of the Jack, Presidential Hill to be exact. North side, baby. You can find me on Instagram and all social platforms at sartorial_tobacconist. Sartorial mean well dressed and well tailored, and I keep that shit on. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you come find me, come check me out, man. I'm a cigar maker. That's what I do for a living. I'm the best at it. I stand on that. Man, come put something in the air with me one day. I look forward to seeing you at the top.
Yes, Sirski, my brother, loved one, beloved. Come on.
I love you.
Part 2. Love you too, my brother. Listen, you heard it right here first, man. The art of wisdom. You dig what I'm saying? My good brother, Chief Anu. My name is Kimar Cain, coming to you all the way live. Your favorite country cousin, your favorite Mississippian, and your best friend. And you're tapped in and wrapped in with Mental Shampoo. Peace and blessings. Love and respect.
Love and respect.
Hey!
Love and respect. Well, give me a I love you too. Love and respect.
Be love.
Mental Shampoo is recorded and produced at KD Creative Arts Media Studio in Jackson, Mississippi. If you're interested in taking your video and audio quality to the next level, reach out to the people here at KD Creative Arts Media Studio. If you want to grow and monetize your podcast, this is the place to be. Visit kdcreativearts.com today.